My girlfriend, who is 25 years old, of 6 years, admitted to me, a 28-year-old male, that she cheated on me twice in the first 2 months of our relationship. Feeling lost and hurt, me and my girlfriend have been together for 6 years and we started talking about marriage. She started feeling really guilty and self-admitted to me that she had cheated on me twice very early in our relationship. Apparently with this guy she had met a couple of months before she met me. They were basically hooking up quite often but were never dating. She didn't even like him that much, but she kept on going back to him because he was her first when it came to special cuddles, and she had a connection with him that, looking back, she says was very unhealthy. After the time she cheated, she felt really bad about what she was doing and ended it with him and blocked him. She never told me back then because she really liked me and couldn't bear to lose me. I am truly hurt by this. We have been together for such a long time and have loved each other very much. My friends tell me this isn't even that big of a deal, but I'm having a very hard time letting it go and forgiving her. I truly don't want to end it with her over this, but it's been 3 weeks since she told me and I still can't let it go. It's starting to really negatively affect our relationship and have even talked about breaking up. Any advice on how I can forgive her and let this go? Or maybe I should end it with her. Edit. Thank you all for the responses. To clear up the confusion, the cheating happened once we were officially dating. OP, just do whatever you want. If you can't forgive her, then leave. If you want to forgive her, then do that. I don't understand what your problem is. Some men, let's call them beta cucks, would forgive this, and others, let's call them sigma males, wouldn't. Now it's up to you to decide. I, a 35-year-old male, am sincerely beginning to dislike my wife, who is 33 years old, for her high conflict personality. My wife and I have been together for 12 years, married for 5. We have a 3-year-old son together. I've always tried to be a non-confrontational guy. However, in the last couple of years, my wife has gone from a bit sassy to being what is frankly a woman with a terrible personality. Some examples. The other day our son was cranky in the morning. I sang a stupid song for him to make him laugh. My wife did not like that one bit. She threw a fit about how he was going to imitate the wrong lyrics, as she did not stop talking about how I need to teach him only the correct lyrics to songs until I literally shut the door on my way to work. The conversation continued when I got home. We went to her parents' house for dinner last night in front of her entire family. She abruptly started airing out all of my dirty laundry. That I got drunk a few nights before and fell asleep. It was a Saturday night and my first time getting drunk in 6 months. That I told her to stop shouting at me. Just complaint after complaint. Her family was clearly uncomfortable, and when her father responded that she should stop, she immediately adopted this 1,000-yard stare. She shouted at me on the train a few weeks ago. Crowded train. She legitimately did not give a poop. The reason for this treatment of me was that I tried to call her, and apparently my voice was slightly too loud for her liking. Another train was coming at the time, so I was just trying to make myself audible. I can't bring anything up with her. She just starts shouting, "Shut up, shut up, shut up," whenever she's the topic of the conversation. She never wants to hear it. She only wants to yell at me and complain and debate and fight. But I'm not allowed to say a word. I've come to the sad realization that I no longer like her as a person. Last night, after the stuff she pulled with her parents, I just stopped talking to her. She'd say something to me, usually another complaint, and I'd refuse to answer. Naturally, she did not like this one bit, and so she started throwing a fit and slamming doors around the house. Is there any coming back from this feeling? It's been brewing in me for the past couple of years, and I've hit a breaking point. I can't talk to her. I can't reason with her. She just wants to fight. It's all she likes to do now. Drive wife only wants to argue and fight. Is there any coming back from this? OP, if your wife wants a fight, then god damn it, give her one. For every "shut up," she yells, that's 30 seconds of suffocation. For every door slam, that's a bitch slap across the face. For every dirty laundry story, it's one night sleeping on the front lawn for her. I am a 29-year-old female. Should I consider my 27-year-old boyfriend jacking off at work a red flag, even after he said he wouldn't anymore? NSFW. So to all of you who are watching this at work, put this video on speaker. Be a sigma male for once in your life. Before I begin, I'm exhausted by our conversations around Korn. Korn has been an issue in our relationship for almost a year now. First, he was doing it daily, and it affected our sex life. After chatting, he admitted that was too much and said that he would try not to do it for 1 month and couldn't. Then said he wouldn't do it at work anymore. Appeared to be successful here. Then he reduced it 3 times a week, which still sucked because I felt like we weren't having special cuddles as often, and it seemed like he was just waiting for me to leave to jack off. I'd come back from an errand or the gym and would want to be intimate, but he'd had just came. Things have been better, but I just found out he jacked off at work again. What do y'all think? I used to be fine with Korn, then really hated it because he was choosing it over me regularly, And now I'm more neutral, but I find the need to do it at work pathetic. I'm also terrified of ending up with a corn addict. He doesn't think he's a corn addict, by the way. But if you read some of my older posts, you'd know that he was. And that those tendencies are still there. Update. New question: does anybody think if I'm just really extra nice and patient and forgiving for a month that it'll make talking about how I think this is an issue better? Like right now is not the moment for him to intercept this information. Update number 2. I'm sorry I cannot respond to everyone and everything right now, but my boyfriend and I spoke tonight and he admitted that the work masturbation was wrong. I said I think you should find a better way to cope with stress. He agreed and thought about how it could affect his career, but he mentioned how I'm not cool with walking in on him masturbating while I'm home, but also not cool with him waiting for me to leave to go jack off. So I said, I need to think about that. What do you all think? I also mentioned how I feel like he's not totally present when we special cuddle. He said that he usually imagines another random person on the internet before he's about to come. He says it's because he, 1, has a unique kink that I can't fulfill because of a physical limitation, and 2, because he says my libido is so much higher that he can't come 2 to 3 times a week and needs to imagine somebody else at the last minute to get him there. But to conclude, he says he won't change that because he has this kink and he needs to imagine someone else right before he comes to be able to come. Because we have special cuddles so much, that is, 1-2 times a week. But he agreed he has a mild addiction that he feels like he can control because he used to watch porn daily and now watches it 3 times a week and does not want to do it at work anymore. He said that even before I said something, he decided that he shouldn't be doing that stuff. So I'm trying to wonder what I should do next. What feels right here? OP, I think you should come to me. I don't care about these newfangled positions that corn stars do. I guarantee I will make you feel things he never could. Come on over, baby girl. I am a 22-year-old female and my 26-year-old female roommate constantly farts in her sleep. And I don't know how to approach this. Please help. So I recently moved to a new place and I have a new roommate whom I met after moving here. She's a sweet girl and we get along great, but over the last few nights I've been here, she has passed gas multiple times in the night. Sometimes it's loud and sometimes it's not. But there's always a horrendous stench. It doesn't even smell normal. It smells so bad that I'm worried she might have some health issues. It also makes it extremely difficult for me, especially because we make it a point to lock the bedroom door for safety reasons and the windows are kept closed because it's cold. I'm literally typing this in bed right now because she's already let out twice and I'm dreadfully waiting for the next one. I want to approach this with her for both of our sakes, but I don't want to embarrass her. How do I go about this? If you don't want to embarrass her, then make yourself look like a creep. Tell her she cannot keep farting in her sleep because it's turning you on too much. You are soaking wet every morning and you are worried you'll be all dried up in a few months. That should get her to stop, or it will get you a stinky girlfriend. So win-win either way. That is all for today. If you liked this video, then prove it by liking and subscribing. If you don't subscribe, you hate your mom. And here is a cool video of a tornado forming. Haters will say it's fake.